Hi, I'm Fran, and I'm excited to show you another unique product that we've created. And we have a little mushroom and cottage home sets, and these are unique in that we have clear stamps and dies together in one package. So each package stands alone, but the two of them work together interchangeably as well. And as you can see, this one's still in the package. It's a little bit hard to see, but we've created some artwork in color just to give you some ideas of all of the things that you can do with them. And I've got it in my stuff tainer here with the magnetic sheet so that I can keep all the pieces together. And you've got a quick and easy way of working with your mushroom or your cottages is simply to have fun with different printed papers. And you can see how this becomes a nice little roof or the top of the mushroom just in red or with all of these different prints. And then of course you can mix and match some of the pieces back and forth between the cottages and the mushrooms to create another fun bunch of combinations of colors and prints. The dies are going to create the shapes for the top or the bottom pieces. And since you don't have a great big stamp for that, start by die cutting your pieces of paper and then you're ready to do your stamping. So I've taken the clear stamps and put them onto a series of clear blocks here. And it's easy with the little ones to put one on each side. So like I've got the door on this side and I've got the stepping stones on that side and my circles. So this gives me an easy way to do my stamping in black to get started. So I'll show you here how the circles that are in the set are designed to give you some options for the little mushroom. And you can see you've got a large one and a small one that you can stamp on the reds or whatever different colors. And then you've got all of these other little pieces. So you can see next where I can stamp a little window. And because they're clear, I can see where I'm going. So if I want to add a little window up here in the top eaves there, I can do that. And then the doors and windows can be added on the other pieces. And then whatever way that you'd have fun coloring them in, whether you have your color pencils or your markers, it makes it fun and easy to add soft colors that I think work very nicely with the look of these. And all of the windows and doors that work on the mushroom will also interchange and give you more options with the cottage, but each set has a different grouping that you can have fun interchanging. And then let's say you've got your pieces here, and then some of the stamps are more to be used in the background. So I've got a little tiny grass stamp, I've got fences, little stepping stones, and you can see how the pieces begin to come together like that to create your layers. These sets don't come with a stencil, but with your wafer dies, it's very easy to create your own stencils. You can use the plastic that comes in the package as one of the liners, or over here I did a set using some vellum that has a pretty crisp finish to it, and I can die cut each of the pieces and write on them. And I found that it was helpful to even write and then put some clear tape just to seal it, and that lets you clean it off without losing your writing of your pieces, and it's easier to not lose them when you can see them a little bit better. Now you can see how I could use this stencil to begin adding some color using my brushes. So I've got one of these Splendor pads that has all of these different colors. And again, one of the easiest ways to get some nice soft color is to use your Dreamweaver stencil brushes. And any of these great big ones are quick to work with. Okay, so with my brush, I'm going to get some ink and I want to test it on my blotter and make sure I'm working the color up into the bristles, and then I can position my stencil like this, and once I've tested it I kind of know what I'm getting, and then I can begin to add some color and do some shading all around the edges and whatever. So even though my stencil is invisible, now you can see what it's creating. And now by having both the positive and the negative pieces, I might then take the stem of the mushroom, position it, and then use the top piece to cover it up. And you might even have to tape it in place while you work with your next color to add all of the color and pattern that you want. And you can do that with cottages or mushrooms. Let's take a look at how that begins to work with perhaps some little mushrooms in the background and another one in the foreground, and you can create some very fun combinations. Now I want to show you another clever way that you can use your dies to create a little stand-up card. Simply take your base die, and by positioning it over a folded piece of paper, let the die go just off the edge, and then when you die cut that piece out of either the mushroom or the cottage, I'll show you another one here, go just, take that curve of the cut just past the fold, and then you're going to get a folded piece like this, okay? And now that will stand up, and you can simply position the little rooftop to the front and have a freestanding card like this. And then another option that works a little bit better with the roof here, if you want to take the roof shape and go across the fold, you can go just past the curve again on that side. And in this case, you could position front and back pieces. I'll do two different colors just so that you can see. And then you can line them up to where you have a full double card that will stand up. So another fun way to make little three-dimensional stand-up cottages or mushroom houses. The family home clear set has both houses and a lot of wonderful little messages that are a good crossover with all of your cottages and mushroom homes. The frond clear set is another one that gives wonderful options for foliage in the background of your cards. And you can see we've also used the tree from other sets and forest sets to bring all of the ideas together. The Popcessories give you options for little bobblers for the roof and making these pop-up cards. Our design team have made some wonderful wreaths and little 3D picture frames using all of these little fairy gardens. You may even have some fun making a little terrarium with moss and little paper cutouts, as you can see here. This makes a really cute little terrarium with a very funky little lid on the top here. And the moss is holding it in place front to back. So you can use a glass or mason jar, or this one is just a large plastic one, and you could use it with this as the base or turned either way actually, and have a non-breakable option. So I hope you will have lots of fun creating little cottage and mushroom homes and fairy gardens of your own.